Teaching means dimensioning the student's time. And according to the ECTS points that we use, each study point means 40 hours of work from the student. And researchers at Oulu University have made suggestions about how you can dimension the workload of the student so that it becomes realistic and achievable. The problem with giving students too much work to do is that they will start cutting corners. And this is something that we do not want to see in higher education, because we do want our students to have time to process, to reflect, to think, to discuss, to learn the content at depth. For every contact hour, the student might need between 1 to 3 hours to prepare, to do assignments, and to reflect upon what they've learned. For example, reading 20 pages in your mother tongue might take an hour. But if your students are supposed to read more difficult texts or texts that are not in their native tongue, then it will take longer, and you need to dimension this correctly. The researchers from Oulu University also suggest that for every study point, the student needs 1 day to prepare for examination. Depending on how challenging the task is, the student will need more or less time to complete it. If, for example, the student is expected to rehearse and assign material, that means that the student doesn't have to look for new materials, and the student can complete the assignment individually. But if the task is that the student is supposed to collaborate with others and solve a problem or a case or something of the kind, that means that the student will most likely have to look for new materials as well as communicate with other people as a way to conclude or to solve a problem. This takes much longer.